Good afternoon in Bonn, UBF. Thank you for Shepherd Peters for just a beautiful message. I'd like to give the meaning and purpose and vision of GLEF. The key verse is Mark chapter 10, verse 45. So let's read Mark chapter 10, verse 45 together. Let's go. Even though the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and give his life as a ransom for many. Welcome to GLEF, Global Leadership Empowerment Forum 2021. We are happy to be here to have the fourth GLEF 2021. From February 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic has wreaked over the last year and a half. Everyone expected that it would go away soon. Some people thought it was a joke that there was a coronavirus, but it was beginning. It began to spread from China to Asia, to Europe, to North America, to South America, Oceania, Africa, and reached every corner of the world. Towns, cities, even countries began to close down because of death tolls. Beyond the devastating loss of life, the pandemic also had devastating effects on our lives. Much more we can say about it, right? But one thing is sure, we cannot shake hands or hug others freely. During those 2 years, people were fearful, frustrated, even upset about the situation. People were like angry cats ready to bite. But we are quite different. Do you know why? Because we study the Bible, have learned God's sovereignty. Yesterday we heard the message. God is the ruler of history. Isaiah 6:3 says, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord Almighty. The whole earth is full of His glory." The whole earth is God's glory because we study the Bible. In Bonn UBF, everyone beginning from JVF to senior leaders began to study the entire New Testament this year, including one of the most challenging books, A History of Western History and Theology. There were leadership conferences every few months in Bonn UBF. In New Jersey UBF, all co-workers were assigned each book of the New Testament and factual studies. Every Saturday, RURP members reviewed IBS factual studies and raised them as Bible teachers and messengers. Women missionary co-workers studied A History of Western Philosophy and Theology too in New Jersey. I cannot describe all the work co-workers have done. In this way, we overcame the pandemic. Apostle John says in John chapter 5, verse 5, "Who is it that overcomes the world? Only the one who believes that Jesus is the Son of God." We did not become the victim of the situation, but victors in Jesus Christ. During the pandemic last year, we had GLEF 2020. We studied the Old Testament, especially learned Nehemiah's leadership. Do you remember? This year, we'll study Mark's Gospel and want to learn the leadership of Jesus. For this, we divided Mark's Gospel into 5 lessons and 5 next generation leaders: Joel Park, Maria Chung, Samuel Hong, Peter Liu, and Samuel Abraham Chung will deliver the messages. leadership. What is it? Some says that leadership is the potential to influence the behavior of others. Some others says leadership is persuading others to seek, define, objective enthusiastically and motivate them toward the goals. But what is Jesus' leadership? One theologian says Jesus' leadership is humility, sacrifice, compassion, love, discipline, mission-focused, evangelism, and servitude, and so on. He says very well, but Mark says the leadership of Jesus in this way. For even Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, but give his life as a ransom for many. It is the secret way of Jesus' leadership. Genuinely, great people are servants. Late Dr. Samuel Lee clean up the smelly bathroom every week and pick up the garbage on the floor in the church. Can you believe that? Every gospel teacher teaches us the servantship of Jesus. When we serve others, we can overcome our selfish nature, simple nature, and our selfishness, and find great joy and happiness in our hearts. We can offer our bodies and talents to God to serve others. So the fruit we seek in laying down ourselves is in others. To serve others, however, is not easy. It did not come naturally. So we have to learn from Jesus from the bottom of our hearts. We need the heart of Jesus. During the first Babylonian captivity, there was prophets Daniel and Ezekiel. During the Babylonian captivity, everything was dark to the people of Israel. They lost their own country. They lost their families. Their families members scattered and have to live in the foreign land. People's hearts was like the heart of stone. Let's say if your heart become like a stone, what happened? Will die, right? But God promised them to give a new heart and new spirit. Ezekiel 36:26 says, I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will remove from you your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. Through GLEF 2021, may all of us have a new heart and new spirit through learning Jesus' leadership, primarily through Jesus' servantship, and practice our shepherd life based on Jesus' servantship. In the first GLEF 2018, we focus on professionalism through inductive Bible study and question making because they are the bedrock of our ministry. In the second year, GLEF 2019, we focused on disciple training and message training. Last year, we had studied the entire Old Testament through studying Book of Nehemiah and listen to its messages. We have learned how to rebuild the broken spiritual walls of our time. This year, we are going back the first year of GLEF, studying Mark's Gospel. But there is differences. In 2018, we concentrated on Jesus' discipleship. This year, however, we want to focus on Jesus' leadership. Continue to learn the leadership of Jesus, developing resources, and establishing global leadership foundation through working with other churches and diverse organizations. So may God bless GLEF 2021 and help us to learn Jesus' leadership through servantship. Thank you.